How on earth do you actually start sewing? Because sometimes it's not as easy as it seems, unless I was just a little bit dumb when I began. You saw this super cute dress on Pinterest and you can just picture yourself wearing it on your next holidays to Greece, and then you click on the link to the said dress and you realize that it costs more than your entire holidays to Greece. Unless your husband already gave you an egg apron instead of tickets to Greece, then I guess problem solved. But if that did not happen, like, what are you supposed to do? I can't tell you how many times I have clicked on the dress just to realize that I would literally have to get a second full-time job just to be able to pay for it. But guess what? There is a solution to all of your problems. I don't know all of them, but I do know the solution to all of your wardrobe-related problems, and that is sewing. I know, shocker. Maybe you already know the solution to the gap between your taste and your wallet, or the fashion of today and your actual taste. Maybe you already know that's sewing. There is nothing else to do. You have to start sewing, but you're like, how do I actually start? Because I remember when I started sewing, and maybe I'm just a slightly tiny little bit dumber than you are, but I remember feeling completely swamped by the amount of information that's out there and by the amount of like sewing techniques and sewing terms, and like, oh my God, where do I actually start to make that one dress that I actually wanted to wear? Over time, I realized that there are a couple of things that I wish somebody told me when I started sewing, and I'm gonna spill the beans for you, because why should you wait 10 years to become older and wiser? You can just become wiser and then older later. Number one thing that I wish someone had grabbed me by the shoulder and told me when I started sewing was, you do not need to know it all before starting to sew. You don't need to know all of the sewing terms. You do not need to know what everything does on your sewing machine. You don't even need to know the names of the parts. You don't need all of it just to start sewing. You can start sewing before you know it all. Jesus, I hate people telling me to just start, because like, what do you mean? If I don't know it all, I might like make a mistake. Are you telling me to do something wrong? Are you telling me to make stuff that's not nice? Yes, I am. I am telling you to go ahead, go and make imperfect things, because that's exactly where you need to start. Sewing is not like school. You can't just like pick up a book, a manual, a sewing book, and learn everything before you ever sat down to a sewing machine. First of all, sewing books are kind of boring.
That's my opinion!
Sewing machines, they're not cars. You do not need driving license before sitting down to a sewing machine, okay? I'm glad we got that cleared up. You know what's not boring though? Picking a project that you're honestly excited about, a project that you're willing to go through hellfire for, and just starting. If you can, preferably pick something simple. You may not know what simple actually means in sewing yet. If I can give you one advice, is look at the seams. Those lines that you see like here and here and here, those are seams. The less of those you have on the picture of the pattern that you pick, the easier it's going to be. A corset, lots of seams, kind of difficult. A pillowcase, not that many seams, all of them straight angled. You don't need a zipper, easy project. T-shirt, fairly easy project because not that many seams. Pants, a pair of pants with no zipper and no waistband, fairly simple. You got this. Remember that your job right now is to learn. It's not to be Miss Perfect or Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Z. Anyway, it's not your job to be perfect. It's your job to start learning now. So, go ahead and kill the Miss Perfect in you. Metaphorically, please. Metaphorically. The quicker you make your first mistakes, the better and faster you're going to learn. Number 2, please learn as you go. All you need to know today in order to start sewing is how to operate your sewing machine, because it might be different from mine. How do you thread a bobbin? How do you thread the sewing machine? How do you backstitch? And how do you sew a straight line? And then how do you finish an edge? And that's it. That will be enough to get you started. And most importantly, extremely boring advice. Pick your project open the sewing instructions for your project, all you need to know is enough to get you through the first step of your sewing project, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. The best way to learn to sew is learning as you go. This step trips most of us all, so don't worry, you're in good company. It trips me up because step number 3 to starting to sew is accept your imperfect results. Honestly, that's it. You're gonna suck. I don't know what else to tell you. You're gonna suck when you start sewing, okay? Look, if you want to finish your first project in this fiscal year, then the easiest way to do it is to really honestly accept the fact that you're going to kind of suck. And it's not going to be perfect. You might mess it up. You might make something that looks a little bit wonky and weird and not like the picture that you have in your mind. Everyone who's ever made anything also used to suck at some point, because that's where we all start. I've made many clothes in my time that probably should have been trashed right away, but I wore them. I wore them out in public and people probably thought all sorts of kind of things about me, but you know what they think about me is none of my business. If they're judging me, well, it's not my job to make them happy. I most certainly didn't, come to this world to be bothered by someone's unflattering opinion of my homemade dress, because I made it with my own 2 hands. I used my time, I had fun. My job is to make the 5-year-old girl inside of me that likes having ribbons, even where ribbons are completely unnecessary happy. And that's what I do. And you know what? Those projects, those first things that I made, even though they should have been trashed because they're completely horrible, still makes me happy when I think of the first time I wore something I made myself. Sometimes it's worth making things that suck, because the more things you make, the less they're going to suck. Okay, that's it for my TED Talk. Be nice to yourself and create the sewing space and rhythm that works for you. If I managed to make you accept the hard truth number 1 of sewing, which is you might suck sometimes a lot of the times. If I already managed to do that, I'll make you swallow one more bitter pill about sewing. I hate to be the one to tell you, but sewing takes 3 times as much time as you think it's going to take. Sometimes more, sometimes way more. Like, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but it's true. We are, because of the internet and fast pace of YouTube and TikTok and Instagram Reels, we are used to seeing a ball gown being created in 30 seconds or less, and just like poof, you just do this, and then you just do that, and then you just do dit, and you're done, and you have a ball gown. And it literally takes 159 minutes just to make a ruffle for your circle skirt, and you have one more tier to go on that circle skirt and one more ruffle to do, and that's only the skirt, and then you have the bodice, and you already hate your life. But that's sewing. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, sometimes, especially if you work full-time, you might have to accept the fact that if you're excited about a project, you will have to manage to spread that excitement around multiple days. Some projects will take you weeks to complete, of sewing every single evening after work before bed. And at the end of it, maybe you won't even be happy with the result, because I've been there, done that. It's not great. But every now and then, you're gonna make something great, and then you're gonna have fun, and then you'll do it again. Am I selling? I was not born to sell things. I'm sorry, guys. Please stay excited for your projects, but be prepared to divide that excitement across multiple days. And if you suffer from ADHD, like some people, you might want to quit sewing unless you accept the fact that every project will probably take more time than you estimated, even in your most pessimistic estimations. Are you depressed already? If you want more solid action steps to help you get you over to that hump of being stuck in the limbo between, wanting to do something and actually starting, let me tell you, in order to start actually sewing, getting your first project off the ground, you just have to do these things. Get yourself a sewing machine, get yourself your starting sewing kit, which is scissors, couple of pins and some thread, and then pick the project you're willing to die for. And number 4, just start sewing. That's it. You got this. And if you would like more of those slightly offensive sewing tutorials / motivational talks, stay tuned, subscribe, join my sewing gang. We sew stuff over here and sometimes even occasionally have fun. Cheers. If you would like to hear the story of the day I decided to start sewing, let me know down in the comments. I normally disapprove of like tea channels and putting any sort of like offensive personal stories on the internet. My camera just died, so we're just gonna tell you, I don't normally put like personal stories on the internet. I can tone down the tea about my ex and tell you the story about the day I actually decided to start sewing, and it, I kid you not, it unironically includes Greece. So if you would like to hear that story, do let me know in the comments below, and I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.